Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I have three teams for you for the Sunspear class event. A high-level team, a mid-level team, and a low-level team. And these are pretty fun, and they're kind of like ideas you could maybe improve upon or, change up a little bit. I know a lot of y'all out there are really good at making teams. First idea here is Rope Dart and Ubastet. So just take that and run with it, whatever you want to do with those last two slots. Maybe if you have another Ubastet, I don't know. But Rope Dart Ubastet is really strong throughout the game, like Explore 12 or Underworld, stuff like that. You can use this team, and it's available this week. We got Pride Lands this week, Ubastet's in the event key drop table, Rope Dart's in the Soul Forge. So you could potentially have both of these right now and just make a team out of it. Rope Dart, Ubastet, and early in the class event, we had a Raksha, Pride Lands. Raksha from Pride Lands, by the way, is the restriction. So you have to use Raksha from Pride Lands. You can use any weapon you want, though. And Rope Dart's available in the Soul Forge right now. Ubastet's available in the event key drop table right now. But yeah, early on you could just cast Ubastet, so you might even want to change out the weapon into like a mana generating weapon with like a low mana cost. Maybe a Raksha weapon, maybe a Pride Lands weapon. There's an explodey weapon for them. There's make a red and brown weapon for them. I think I show on another team. But yeah, early on you might just want a mana generating weapon, cast Ubastet, bang bang, because he boosts off of your attack. Or he boosts off attack, and early on in the class event, he's going to kill. He's going to hit, he's going to kill, and he's going to get that second kill. But later on, you might need the Rope Dart to weaken them, and then hit them with the Ubastet. Maybe you cast Black Manacles or Dawnbringer and weaken them, and then cast the Ubastet. But yeah, I think early on, maybe an Ubastet with a mana-generating weapon that gets up real fast, and then fills up Ubastet, bang bang, you get a kill, do it again. Something like that. But my team here, if you just want to use the team I came up with, was Rope Dart, Ubastet, Sekma is on there, and Spellpaw. So I went Rope Dart, Ubastet, Spellpaw, Sekma. So the Rope Dart hits something, tears all of its armor away, hits it for true damage, pulls it to the front, gets an extra turn, does a red destroy, does an entangle, does all kinds of stuff. And then Ubastet, if it gets a kill, it then instant kills another enemy. So it gets 2 kills pretty much. If you weaken them enough for Ubastet to kill them in one shot, you'll kill another enemy. The Spellpaw turns blue to red, so that'll get up your Ubastet and your Sekma. And then the Sekma turns blue to skull and brown to yellow. So if you can get that brown to yellow convert, you can get up Ubastet that way, you can get up the Spellpaw that way, you can get up the Rope Dart like that, and then you have a little bit of extra skulls too. So I went with Tidecaller because I'm leveling it up, 50% start. Just go with any 50% start class that you're leveling up, or you could use Sunspear on this team if you really want to. Use that Fireblade maybe. Alright, here's the mid-level team. That just means no Mythics, no Dawnbringer. So we're going with the double Indrajit here. So that's the idea. You could take it, run with it from there if you want to, but I think a double Indrajit or a triple Indrajit hitting 4 enemies with pretty good damage is a good way to go if you don't have Ubastet. So I went with Hellclaw Mage, which makes purple and red, by the way, which is pretty good for this event, Hellclaw Mage. And then the weapon that I used is the yellow-green weapon. I forget what it is. The sword, half main claw, black main claw. It's black main claw. It does red and brown based on either Raksha or Pride Lands allies. One of the restrictions. So you're going to have all of that as long as you make your class Sunspear. But yeah, I went Hellclaw Mage, black main claw, and then 2 of the Indrajits. So using the Hellclaw Mage to make all that purple and red to get up Indrajit. Using the Black Mane's Claw to make all that red to get up Indrajit. And then you cast both Indrajits, and most of the time, early on, once again, you're going to just win with either 1 or 2 Indrajits. Later on, you might need to cast like 3 of them, so get them back up. You got the 2 mana generators. Maybe, like I said, you guys can come up with something else to make it go a little quicker. Maybe you want to do 3 Indrajits with the Black Mane's Claw. Maybe you want to use the Explodey weapon with the 3 Indrajits. Something like that. I just think Indrajit is the way to go if you don't have Ubastet. Some sort of double or triple Indrajit team is probably what you should do if you don't have Ubistet. Of course, you have access to all the weapons, so if you want to do some sort of weapon, you could do that too, like a Dawnbringer or whatever. You could use the Wand of Stars if you want to. Whatever. But yeah, I think if you're a high-level player, you're going Ubistet. If you're a player that doesn't have Ubistet, then I would go with Indrajit. Easy to get. You go to the Underworld, you go to Indrajit's Palace, and it's down there for Chaos Shards. Pretty easy to get. All right, here's the low-level team. Had to get a little creative with this one. Kinda. I mean, Black Manacles isn't very creative. That's what you're going to do a lot of the time if during class events if you're a low-level player without mythics and legendaries and stuff. Yeah, class events, there's like 3 things you can think about. First thing, smoking. Number 1, can you use your world event team? Because a lot of the time the restriction's very similar. Number 2, do you have Dawnbringer? Can you make some sort of Dawnbringer team just to go through brainlessly through the class event because they're so boring and short? Or if you don't have any of that, you could do Black Manacles if you're a low-level player. Hits all enemies, chance to devour, low mana cost, easy to get, just with mastery, purple and brown. So you'll see a lot of Black Manacles on these low-level teams when we have a tight restriction with not a lot of good troops. My own restriction here is that the low-level team is not allowed to have a mythic or a legendary on it, even if it's an underworld legendary that's easy to get. So most likely, you can go get Indrajit if you really want to. You know, you can go get Rope Dart in the Soul Forge, but just my own restriction, I make myself make a team that has no mythics and no legendaries and stuff like that. So just to make sure everybody has a team from this video. If you don't have Ubistet, you can use the Indrajit team. If you don't have Ubistet and you don't have Indrajit, you could use this team. I'm pretty sure this covers everybody's bases, and that's what I'm going for. Helping as much as I can. But went with Black Manacles. What's her name? That's the one that does an extra turn and everything. It's Claw Dancer. Check this out, though. This is a really fun team. It turned out to be pretty fun. What you're going to do is get up your Black Manacles. Cast it. It's going to chip them all down. You're then going to cast... You're going to have your Claw Dancer up and your Hellclaw Mage up. Okay, you're going to cast your Claw Dancer. It's going to get a kill. It's going to get an extra turn. Then you cast your Hellclaw Mage. It makes a bunch of red and purple. It gets back up the Claw Dancer. You cast it again. You get another kill. You get an extra turn. You do Hellclaw Mage again. You get an extra turn. You get your Claw Dancer back up. You kill him again. You get another extra turn. Hellclaw Mage, Claw Dancer. Hellclaw Mage, Claw Dancer. It's pretty fun once you chip them down with that Black Manacles to go back and forth like that and kind of loop. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.